Well, the sun is just coming up and it is a crisp, cold morning out in South Dakota. Now I'm out here hunting the Rosebud Reservation and we've climbed up to a high point to try to glass all this area behind me. Now there are some great trails here, but the toughest part today, it is cold. It's about 16 degrees and we've got 30-mile-an-hour winds. But the good news is a lot of these deer are gonna be coming looking for a place to bed to get out of the wind. There's a buck right there. Got a bunch of does out there right now, a smaller buck. The time is getting good. I'm thinking these bucks are gonna start filtering out soon. And we've got a great place to look over the area. There's trails, there's thickets. We just are gonna keep our eyes open and try to find a buck, maybe heading into one or even on the move. We can get down, get in front of them, or we might even try a little rattling. But right now, we've taken the high vantage point. Even though the weather is tough, I think this is gonna be a great spot to sit here and glass for the morning.
I'll bet you a boatload of deer walk through that saddle where that buck walked through.
Well, the thing is, it looks kind of open, but there's areas that are definitely thick. Bucks go in there, you have no clue. That's what seems to make it so tough around here. See one go in. They could shoot out to the bottom, top. It's so thick, it's hard to tell.
You don't know where it's gonna come out in this country.
Been seeing a lot of rutting activity?
Yeah, most of them been with does though.
They have been with does.
It's like that one right there.
Yeah, it's a perfect time to be hunting out here. A lot of people, when they think of South Dakota, they don't necessarily think of just steep stuff like this, and it's thick. I mean, yeah, you look across, some of it's open, but there's a lot of places for them to hide here. Now, right away that first morning, well, one thing I did spot a lot of were coyotes. We saw a big group of coyotes. Then we also spotted a young doe moving across, and then finally, we're looking around and we spotted a nice buck. And we tried to get in close.
He's right in that clearing. Standing there right in that clearing. Right above that cedar
Looks
tree.
like he's coming down.
Yeah.
Working his way down.
Yep, he just started heading down. We gotta get down there. I think if we get down there, we'll catch him before he hits the bottom. That's our only chance.
Sounds
Perfect. Good. He's moving, we gotta go. We need to drop down off this hill right here so they don't see us.
Yeah, there's all those other deer up there.
Yeah.
Cal.
Okay. One of the best ways to hunt whitetails in this terrain is to have binoculars, spot and scope, sit on a point, high vantage point, see what's going on, and you can make a move on these deer. If they're, 800 yards across the canyon, you can hide behind a hill, get down there and get lucky, hopefully that there's an open spot over there and maybe you'll have a shot, maybe you won't.
You think he's got a doe standing there with him?
I don't know, I don't think so. He may have, but...
It just seems weird that he just pulled him tight like that.
It's gotta be that 8-pointer from this morning.
This is a good 8-point South Dakota buck, but Melissa and guide Chris Kaiser are sure there's better to be found on the Rosebud.
Well, we sat out this morning for about 4 or 5 hours. Didn't see much. There wasn't a lot moving. We had a small doe and a buck, but the buck was pretty little. So what I think we're gonna do is back up. Chris has got another spot we can go try out, and we're gonna actually split up. We can cover a lot more terrain that way, get split up. He can cover one side, and I'll be on the other. And that way we can glass, spread the distance out, and hopefully spot one of these bucks. Now this morning, Chris and I have split up. He's glassing a couple other ridges, and I've got a great area where I can see probably 3-4 different ridges. Now a lot of these deer have been just slowly moving through here. You gotta watch the openings and really look close. So I got my spotting scope set up. That way I can get a closer look if I do see a nice buck, maybe plan the route, and hopefully be able to get Chris before the buck ends up disappearing. So right now we're just spending the time looking things over and seeing how that goes. There's some more deer coming. Just a doe. I think I just saw another deer coming behind that last one. When you're out here glassing big country like this, sometimes it can be easy to just start scanning over and really skipping things. But when you've got sections like this with really small openings, it's important to pretty much glass slow. So that way, if something might be stepping out, you'll be able to see it. If you find one doe, you better search that entire area, because if you got a hot doe in there, they're really pulling in a lot of bucks. Right now, I think they're coming on this edge. It's gonna be my guess. Oh, here they come. There's a buck. I think he's pretty good. Doesn't look like he has that dollar time. No, he's too little. There might be something bigger behind him. That looks like a nice buck there. So we're gonna move in just a little closer. Well, there's just no way. I was hoping to get over here. We spotted some nice bucks on the other side, one good one in the group, and I was gonna try to get down through here. I knew it was thick, but this is just, there's no possible way. Even if I can get through there, I'm gonna have to be on my hands and knees, and who knows how many deer I'm gonna bust out of here. Not to mention it's gonna take too long to get to the other side, and those other deer will probably be gone. This whole area is tough to hunt. I mean, you're looking at long shots. So I think the best thing we can do is try to back out, find a point that's closest to where those deer are, and just sit there. I found one nice point that we could get to, but we have to go through this bottom, and it's just not possible. The only other option is if there's access on the other side and come down, but then our wind's not gonna be right. So I guess we'll back out and try it over. That whole hillside has got a ton of activity over there.
I think there's like 5 bucks over there, about 8
There must be
does.
some hot doe in there.
Yeah, that one looked like he's pretty good. I think we should get going down here and
What
see
do
if
you
we
think
can't
the
make a
best
move
route's
on
going
him.
to be to get over there?
I think we can go right down here, sneak down this side of this canyon right here on this ridge, and it opens up down there. I've been down there before, so I think if we get down there, maybe we'll catch them coming down, and everything works out.
At least maybe
they'll
we
walk
can get
out.
to a point where we've got a good vantage point
Yeah,
out
I
of
think
it.
I know we can, because I've been down there before, so it should work out great.
Finally, we spotted an absolute jaw dropper. Now this buck, well, he was on the move. And this was nothing new. We're hunting during the rut, and if you do see a big buck on his own, well, he's probably gonna be looking for another doe and not staying still for long. And that was exactly the case. We've got just an awesome spot right up here. There's several nice bucks, big 8, some other really good ones. We're gonna try to just get up to this higher vantage point, see if we can get across. It looks like it's gonna probably be a long shot, so it really just depends what these bucks are doing. But right now they're rutting. There must be a hot doe or something in there. They're all congregating right there. So we're just gonna keep working our way up and see what happens. This isn't what most people think of when they think of South Dakota.
Right there. It's gonna come out right there. Let's get ready. Cedar trees, looks like he's about. Right there he is. He's coming out behind that cedar tree. He's gonna pass that other one, and I'm gonna stop him. Meh. Meh. Take him. Nice shot. He dropped him in his tracks.
That is awesome. What a beautiful buck.
Good job.
He came across nothing like quick shooting.
No doubt.
You did a great job
I told you it was
stopping
going to happen fast here.
him. Yes, and it absolutely did. I didn't know if in this wind that we'd even be able to stop him at this point. But I mean, we're 250 yards away. You gave him a good.
Oh yeah, he stopped. Nice
That is
shot.
awesome.
Put it right on him, right where you're supposed to. Drop in his track. That's the way I like to see the recovery. Right
He's
there.
right in the shadows, and that looks like, to be totally honest, I didn't even look at how many points he has. I just saw a beautiful rack. I knew that was probably the one we had seen before, and I was just trying to keep it together.
I think he's got at least 6 on that one side, but since he's laying there, why? Let's go over there. Let's not waste any more time.
So we rushed over, dropped all the way down, came up, and this was an absolutely gorgeous 6x6. Well, he looks pretty sweet.
Got a lot of tines.
Look at this buck. check out this nice dark rack. Look at that. He's a 6x6. We saw him from a long way off. What an awesome buck. Nice tine length on there, good brows. Just a beautiful South Dakota buck. Really nice tine length on him, and just a big blocky head. Just a nice South Dakota buck.
I was all smiles and couldn't be more proud. And everything had lived up to what I hoped for. A big buck in South Dakota, and well, I was all smiles.
Everything has just worked out wonderful. We're out here with Double K, and you guys have been awesome, and what a beautiful South Dakota buck.
That is a very nice one.
That is awesome.